Hey everyone, welcome to Dexmaster. This is episode 7, and we're just getting started with the event, and we're going to try and make it rain here in a little while and get that humidity up. This series is Rebuilding Kanto. Let's get into it. Okay, so Professor Tangrowth kind of pointed out that Slowpoke's Yawn is kind of measured, and right now it's at about 70, and the more that I water, the higher the humidity gets, the more likely we get rain and all that stuff. But we need him to get 100 Yawn in order for this to work. So the reason I'm coming over here, my thought process is I saw a wall that if I break it, some water will start coming in. That'll help put the moisture right there. So I'm gonna hit this sucker and see what happens. And there we go. So after a whole bunch of watering all around the left side of this map, I figured I'd done a lot of work and maybe we got it. But we literally went from 70 to 71. Where's my boy Squirtle? So before I talk to Squirtle, you can see there's a photo opportunity, so I take out my camera and obviously take the picture. Now Bulbasaur wants to get involved, and he's going to help me grow these flowers as well as plant these flowers, so we'll see if it works. So I also go up top, above where the entrance to the beach is, and I start watering up there as well, because it's all dry up here. So after a lot of watering, I go back and talk with Slowpoke, see what his yawn is like. So after all that watering and everything I did, I have him give another yawn, and here we are at a whopping, that's right, 71 points still. So we had talked about a fountain, and we can see that Horsia fountain is out of stock. So I have two over here. So I'm going to grab one of these two fountains. Instead of having both in the same place, I'm going to take it over to this other side, way over here, to try and increase the humidity everywhere. So we're going to take it over to this side, over here. So after putting that fountain in over there, I decide that I'm going to go water on that side as well, because just everything's dried out on this side as well. So we're going to help the vegetation on this side. So after moving the fountain and watering a whole bunch of stuff up top, I'm feeling pretty confident now that we got this thing done. So here comes the yawn. 71 points still. That was incredibly frustrating, let me tell you. So I see Bulbasaur and I decide to talk to him again. So that there is obviously Heracross, and we'll just have to wait a little while and he'll show up. So I take the time to create another habitat. So as I'm running around and stuff, Squirtle tries to stop me and talk to me. So he wants to move into some hydrated tall grass. Okay, Squirtle, I'm hearing you. I can see these two areas shimmering, so I decided to pick these two up just before we go over to his new home. So now I'm running over to this area here where the grass is right by the waterfall here. And the sad thing is I built this specifically for Squirtle, and he's not living in there, so now I have to give it to him. Squirtle's happy now, so there we go. The world is a better place. So now back to Slowpoke and let's see what's happened. Well, 80 points, that's movement. That's progress. I'm happy. So now I go back to Squirtle, and Squirtle's just kind of sitting there thinking of something. And here we go. So of course I'm going to help Squirtle and try and make this rain dance party thing work. Anything that'll get us to that 100 points that we need. But yeah, one quest leads to another, it seems. Anyways, this is the habitat that I also need to create. So I go to the Poke Center terminal to see if they have any of those dolls. And sure enough, they only have one. Thanks, guys. But lucky for me, in my storage, I have an extra one of those charms. So he has some cast foreign dolls or something that he wants me to get. Alright, well, I'll go over and get those. It just seems that more quests and more quests, it's getting tougher and tougher, but here we go. I got to his place and we'll pick up the dolls that he has. So after collecting the charms and all that, I decided to make this habitat or whatever it is they want right here in this spot. Figuring that, okay, we'll put the 2 dolls there and then we'll get the plate of food right next to it. Or right in between it, I should say. So I went and got Squirtle and decided to get this rain dance party thing started if we can. So he gets to work. Of course, Scyther has to come over and start talking to me in the middle of this thing. Well, whatever, but he wants to cut some lumber, I guess. So after all that, now it's time to go talk to Slowpoke to see if there is a change in his Yawn. Honestly, I wish I would have known that earlier. I wish I would have known how this all went down. But either way, it needed to be done. So with the rain dance party being successful, we're going to leave the episode at that. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you in the next one.